Very good.
I'm going that way.
Good boy, Bertie.
Sit. Good.
A little bit excited to see me. Still keeping some attention. Keeping him under control.
Down. Down. Forward.
Still keeping the tree in her hand. The dog watching. He gets a little distracted by sticks and other things, so we want to keep the focus and all the interest on the handler rather than allowing the dog to lose his attention on his handler. Just opening the gate. She's still keeping control over the dog even though the gate's open. So you notice he's not bursting through the gate or pulling him forward in front of her. He's keeping his attention on his handler at all times. Walking up to the gate, being able to walk through the gate, under control. Being able to sit on command, even though he's going out into another area. She's giving him treats constantly, marking the behaviour that she wants from him, which is the attention. Bringing the heel.
You get very excited to go out and play ball.
Yeah, he usually plays ball here, so he's getting a bit excited. So if it goes too far, if the drive goes too far, we just pull it back a little bit and bring him back in again. There's no issue with drive with a dog like this. There are dogs that you would have to work their drive up and maybe push their drive on a little bit to get more drive out of them. But with this dog, we're kind of going the opposite direction. This guy has so much drive that we have to cap it and temper it a little bit to be able to handle it. He's a very big, powerful dog. He's very highly driven. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to cap that drive and get some attention and focus at all times so that he's not losing his attention on his handler. You can see the way he starts to look around there like he's going to go play ball or run to the table or do something like that, but we need to keep that focus constantly on us. Once we get a baseline of this, we can bring him out and play ball with him. We can bring him out and play tuggy or whatever game we want to play with him. But the walk out of the kennel and walk to the training grounds here is always under control. It's never out of control. If we start out of control, bringing him out of the kennel or bringing him out of the area there where he's living, and we start out of control there, by the time we get out here, we're going to have absolutely no control whatsoever at all. It's going to be at the point as where we can't retrieve or get back our control. So to be able to get him watching, listening, walking on the lead, listening to us as we come out, bring him out here. Say if we were going to throw a ball or play a game of tuggy with him, he's going to sit, he's going to down before we do it.
He's not even thinking, he's so excited at the moment.
Yeah, he's not thinking, he's not focusing, he's just watching totally on his handler here. And that's one of the things we want. We want him totally focused on the handler. We want him completely obedient. We want him completely following commands before we go out and we'd start to do something like ball or tuggy or something along them lines. When we'd have him in that situation, that he's listening and he's following commands all the way out to the training grounds, then what we can start to do is we can start to introduce prey items like tugs, balls and that type of thing, and introduce them into classes where there are other dogs and introduce them in around other people. But the first thing we have to do before we even get to that stage is to get control on him. And you can see what Ari has on him here. She has two leads on him here as well. She has a leading collar and a nice strong wide collar, as you can see as well. and she has a rope choke on him as well here. That's really just in case one fails, that we have a backup, because he is a very powerful boy. We definitely don't want him to get out of control and get away from us or be able to pull out of his collar. Lovely control and a sit and a wait.
Heel.
Back into a heel position. See, that's the kind of thing we can do when he's under control. But safety is always number one in these situations, so it's very important that we have the right equipment on the dog, and it's very important that we have him under control, that no people or dogs end up getting hurted. That's the number one consideration.
Sit.
Beyond that, then, of course, we have to get control over the dog and get him trained and get him following the commands. Like he's sit, he's down, he's heel, he's sit and stay, sit and wait, and general commands like that. But the most important thing that we're doing at the moment and that we're going through at the moment is safety. And making sure he's safe and that all the people and handlers around him are safe as well.
Something to note as well. Most of my clothes today are quite suitable. I have my wellies on. We've had a lot of rain. I'm on grass. I need to make sure as best I can I'm going to have good footing. Old clothes on, but the one thing I am noticing with Bertie with the flare out leggings is his paws catching on the bottom of them.
Yeah.
So definitely would be more inclined to say tighter clothing, so straight leg jeans or that kind of stuff.
Appropriate clothing. Yeah, you want good, proper, appropriate clothing for a dog like this. If you're going out training a dog like this in a pair of shorts and a pair of flip-flops, like, you're just really asking for to be injured or somebody else to be injured.
I'd have no problem in these leggings with Gypsy, but Bertie, who's at the higher drive and more excitable, it is showing a bit of an issue, so that's something to consider.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of the safety.
You go, boy. You showed him your trick. Oh, yes, that's a great trick. Sit. Freeze. Yeah, good boy.
Oh boy. Very good, Harry. That okay?